Well, welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here with a new Palworld trailer that dropped earlier this morning. We got new pals, new areas, and new weapons. And you gotta love the devs. They keep it silly. That's what makes Palworld so good. Like, we're walking through this beautiful area, but we still gotta be strapped. Gun at the ready. Who knows what's going to pop out at us? So, yeah, they're just doing whatever they want. That's why the game's so amazing. So we got some frog dude. We got him. And, like, some kind of martial arts master looking thing, and mushroom bro. So we got some fun stuff, and also just like new areas. Like, wait a second, we got cherry blossom field, we got mushroom swamp, we got these frog dudes hanging out in there. But no, there's the new tower boss over there. So we got more to break down from the trailer. Also some other Palworld news that's been going on. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with friends, keep watching. Really helps in the YouTube algorithm. But real quick, going to talk about G Fuel. Depending on when you're watching this video, there is a buy one, get one 50% off spring sale. Also, all kinds of crazy stuff. Pickleball! It's the summer of pickleball, and G Fuel's got a set for that. We got backpacks, we got new cups, there's always new flavors. Some of them have the 50% off. If a flavor you want doesn't have it, use code VERLISIFY, 20% off your G Fuel order. And with this big Palworld update coming up, you gotta stock up on G Fuel. Do it now. There's also the Elden Ring DLC. Alright, so let's rewatch the trailer as we do, kind of get an idea as to what's going on. But yeah, this is just a great setting right here. So it was already talked about. There's going to be new islands, new pals, new bosses, and we get to see that stuff going on. So yeah, we see the groovy little mushroom dude just kind of doing whatever. And it's interesting to think about these pals, but we can't really... Ooh, see, that's another fun thing. It's like watching a Pokemon trailer, even though devs probably don't want that comparison too much. But, like, the Pokemon Company isn't giving us any Pokemon news or gaming news. We have, like, no information about Pokemon Legends ZA, the next big main series game, as Palworld is eating their lunch. So it's like, ooh, what kind of potential, like, passive skills are going to be going on with this? Are we going to have, like, some fixes that we've really needed? That's probably just going to be, like, combat-oriented. Oh, yo, 100% mushrooms in the ranch, because that's what we're missing. Also, when you look at the environments, what other pals are going to be here, their special move is probably some kind of spore attack. And then flamethrower. Okay, flamethrower, really good. Apparently, a majority of the players that have picked up Palworld are liars, and they also have massive skill issue. I know people say you can't flame your audience as a content creator, but come on! 70% of people haven't beaten Lillian Lylene, the second boss, and then the complaint is, oh, there's nothing to do in the game. They say there's no in-game content when millions of players haven't made it to the in-game. I mean, you can also just kind of change your settings on the fly and make it easier if you need to. So, same thing for, like, all of the other bosses. Very few people have actually made it to the in-game and beaten the current state of the game. But, so what? You just, like, power level to level 30 or 40 whenever you make the flamethrower, and then you can melt Lylene. Also, I like this is probably going to be a powerful weapon that can apply burn to enemies instead of having to, like, switch to the fire bow and then get that little DPS going, then switch to the poison bow and try to stack it up that way. Also has a lot of other implications, like maybe Pal Oil going to have more usage because we need a fuel. This is probably going to be expensive on some kind of ammunition or something, and that also opens up a lot of other things for the game. I also like that we have new damage types that instead of just, like, bullet, and maybe you have to mount onto a pal to get it. Now you can be hitting with fire, getting burned. Your pal's a different type as well, and then you can kind of mix it up and get more variety in damage, and that's also going to increase combat stuff. Same thing with this right here. Like, what is that? That looks electric to me. Now it is a little tricky because of the water bubble in the way, but yeah, we're zapping them. So we got a new fire weapon. We got, like, a ray gun. So hopefully that's also, like, big damage, big stuff. Yo, that beats the baton too. So, like, the insane quality of life that's been non-stop with the updates from the devs, which is another weird thing where it's like, oh, there's nothing to do in the game. Never mind. Belle Noire one-shot my base because I built on a wooden platform. Bad devs. And, like, so much weirdness and just weirdos in the gaming community these days, huh? Palworld is too challenging for them. Oof. But what I like about this is, like, oh, if you don't one-shot them, like, against a Jet Dragon, it means I don't have to bring out the baton just so I can get, like, 1% more catch rate. Now you go zap, zap, it gets stunned, better catch rate. You can also do that for higher level pals, and you just build that naturally, and you're set up. Also, yeah, we got a tank right here. That actually might just be a new slot, because, like, we kind of put away the weapon to call back the pal, so I don't know if this is going to be, like, some kind of fuel canister. Maybe it's all the fuel for fire and other weapons. But, yo, weapon diversity, like I said, that's great. That's awesome. this dude just seems fast. So maybe it's a mounted pal that has some kind of benefit, some kind of stopgap between getting Jet Dragon and beating the game. Yeah, we actually don't really see him do much in the combat. He shouts and then turns around, and then we do the rest of the work. So it's not like with Anubis, where it's like zip-zapping around, teleporting, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're gonna see how this plays out. I don't see any potential for a dragon pal damage boost just yet. That's kind of one of the big ones that needs to happen. And then again, as we're like walking up, finishing out the trailer, let's say, like, is there anything new going on over here? Because this screen changes every once in a while. And then yeah, we're walking up to the shrine, but hello, more tower bosses confirmed. Is it like also it would be kind of nice if maybe this is a more mid-level area. Like, people want, you know, it's like, oh man, we need content past level 50. Bro, no one's beating the content past level 50. So if this kind of like is that step between where it's like, yo, you can get some pretty strong-ish level pals. Also, more accessible pals means more bonus capture experience to then either get beyond level 50 or get to level 50. So that's pretty nice. And then we'll see what happens with this boss. There was also like a water tamer, I think, that was like shown in one of the earlier trailers. So we already have like some kind of boss that's been shown at some point that has some kind of interaction. And then the city. So I just want like more merchants as well, just so like if you're doing a no crafting run, or if you can just kind of like cheese some money, then you can get better guns and weapons and kind of snowball your game. I like that. I like that angle about it. So Palworld is just like a lot of fun right there. And something's going on here too. So we got cool stuff going on with Palworld. They've also been doing PAL decks. So we have like a special PAL deck, #1. This was after the Belle Noire raid. So they're keeping up with the trailers. They're keeping up with the reveals. They're just making it like, yo, here's all the cool stuff going on. And then showing the raid where it's like, yeah, that base is stacked. And you just have to, kind of got to send the entire squad. Everyone's got level 35 pals. Hop on the level 37 Jet Dragon and do your best for 10 minutes. Bro, they took that out of the base and into the streets. My goodness, and that shows getting the egg, getting Belle Noire, and now you're best friends. And also, there's a really cool thing about Belle Noire for breeding because of its dual passive. So yeah, like the more pals that get introduced, the more cool things that can happen inside the game. They also showing off Orzerk. That's just a fan favorite pal. Now he's a friend. And now he's gonna make the base all nice and happy. Yay! There was also a quick PvP teaser a few weeks ago. Not really too much to extract from this one, because we've kind of seen this gameplay before in like the very early Palworld reveals, but like, yo, we got Grass Wyvern. That was actually already data mined in the recent update, so like some of the stuff in the summer's coming up, and then just like the chaos of a 3v3 and how all of that's gonna go. But also, like, wait a second, you gotta bring the tools, you gotta bring the tech, grapple to safety, get better position. Maybe you just try to like run up and stun grenade the opposing pal tamer or something. So yeah, we're gonna see how that ends up playing out. 2024 summer, that's what all these announcements are. And then Palworld released 100 days ago, yesterday. 1.3 billion hours have been played, and there's like 20 million people that have played Palworld, so that's still really good numbers. A lot of, like, most of the people that have picked up this game have stuck with it for a long time. Now, that's, like, when the average is that high, like 70-hour average almost, that means for every person that played for, like, 3 hours and went, nah, I'm not feeling it, there's people that have played, like, over 100 hours. And also, yeah, like, that seems to be the variance. A lot of people have been, like, super addicted in this game, hundreds of hours, super in-game breeding. They actually beat Victor and Shadowbeak. And then the rest are just kind of like vibing and waiting for the full release, even though like now's the time to play and catch up. Wait a second! Grill it. I just noticed. It is real. So yeah, Palworld always looking more and more hype. I hope people get back into it. The Belle Noire raid and the other updates didn't seem to like boost it too much. But I mean, if we could get back into like 500,000 concurrents over the summer, gotta compete a little bit with Elden Ring DLC though, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that happens. But I want to see this game like actually rocket back into like 1 million concurrents every time there's a major update until the full release, and then just be the next Minecraft or something. It definitely deserves it. It's one of the most complete gaming experiences out there. It's kind of like learn from all games that have ever existed, and that's really cool. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.